Steve, I'll take you. Thanks again for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you on our show. I'll take you back to your other great passion in coaching. Bit of a change this year for you. Obviously, director of rugby and now back into actual coaching. Talk us through that.
Well, the tool belt's back on, and thankfully I've got Fozzie here to assist me and help. And no, it's going good. We're enjoying it. Enjoying being back with him, and actually enjoying being back on the field and doing a bit of coaching. It's been fun.
And was it a bit of a motivating factor, the fact that Foz was coming up and joining you to sort of put in more as far as the coaching goes?
Not really. It was more the club were pretty keen on me doing it, and head coach from last year, Ben Herring, he had decided he wasn't going to do it, so they put quite a bit of pressure on, and then I said, well, okay, but we probably need to bring Mr. Foster up as well, so they agreed to that, and here we go.
How's he going in Japanese life? Are you teaching him Japanese?
Oh, I don't have to teach him anything, mate. He's way smarter than me, so he's miles ahead of me. I've been here for about 4 years, and I can say hello, and that's about it. He's just about fluent.
On a serious note, he had a pretty tough time here in a large chunk of his time in charge of the All Blacks, both through the media and the public as well. Have you noticed any changes in him since he's got over there in terms of weight off the shoulders, that sort of thing? How's he finding it in that regard?
Well, he's a bit like me, still carrying a bit of weight, but look, I think, honestly, I think he's coaching better now than he's ever coached, and he's enjoying himself, and he's having fun, and he's with people he trusts, and away from the limelight, obviously. But he did a marvellous job with the All Blacks in the end. I think he earned the respect of everybody, just the way he coped, his integrity and his honesty, and the job he did. So. I don't think he's looking backwards. He's looking forward, and I know he's enjoying it up here.
And, mate, obviously your team, Toyota, they've got a few of the big names of world rugby there, but somebody obviously caught a bit of interest going up there, Joey Manu. You had a lot to do with Sonny Bill and his transition over to rugby from league. What have you made of Joey Manu early doors as far as any similarities there, or what have you made of it?
Oh, well, they're both good, very, very good athletes, and Joey's got a massive desire to be, good in the game of rugby, and he's picking up things pretty quickly. Naturally gifted athlete, got size, got pace, the same as Sonny did. Both good men. Very impressed with the character of Joey. He's what you see is what you get, and really easy to coach. So. It'll be interesting. I think he's in the right place with regard to being away from all the pressure of it, and he can just find his feet slowly. And we haven't put too much pressure on him, but he's played a lot of the games, so he's obviously playing well enough to be selected, and he's only going to get better and better as time goes on.
You're probably going to tell me I'm an idiot now and to shut up, but
the first time,
I've gone early doors on saying that he'll be at the next World Cup as far as the All Blacks go. Am I on the right track there, Steve?
I don't know. You probably want to ask Scott Robinson that, but I think, look, there's no secret that's what he wants to do, and obviously he'll have to come home and play for the Chiefs, I guess.
Yes,
Tokoroa
boy.
To do that, and but in the meantime, our job is to make him as good as we possibly can, and hopefully he can reach that dream. But not having any say in who picks the team, I can't say he'll make it, Beaver. But I think he's a pretty handy footballer.
Speaking of having to come home to the Chiefs to be able to be eligible for the All Blacks, obviously there's more talk around that, and it seems like Scott Robertson wants the rule changed. Kind of paraphrasing there, but has been pretty vocal about that. What do you make of that, and how tough was that in your time around that rule, and what you should do? Obviously a tough decision, because there's a lot of people saying they should be able to play no matter where they're playing. How tough is that when you're All Blacks coach, and what do you make of the situation now?
Well, we've always had those similar comments, haven't we? I guess the only thing that's really changed is it's now more so our players are going to Japan as opposed to England. and Japan's a little bit closer, so we're all getting excited about saying, "Oh, they should come back." But we've got a competition in New Zealand that we've got to keep the integrity of, and I think players have always known that if you go overseas, you can't be selected, and if you really want to play for the All Blacks, then you'll stay at home and play for them. And I think that's, for me, I'm still probably keen on that idea. Select from home first and foremost, and keep the integrity of the competitions going. Probably not as much as I used to be, but I'm still there, I think, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. What has made you maybe move a little bit the other way?
Just the ease of getting back from here to New Zealand, the number of New Zealand coaches that are up here that I guess the All Blacks or New Zealand Rugby could rely on and help facilitate the players returning back into New Zealand Rugby, for the All Blacks, and the communication that would be needed and the trust that would be needed around strength and conditioning programs and those sorts of things. There's more, I guess, people that are used to the system. You got Dave Rennie, international coach, myself, Fozzie, Robbie Deans, Glenn Delaney. There's a heap of people. Scotty McLeod's involved with Kubota Spear. So there's a heap of people and connections that can help. So Tabai Matson's another one. So, and the South African coaches that are up here at the moment are all high quality too, and they're good people and would work in. So those sorts of things say to you, maybe it could work, but I still worry about, our own competition, our own development back home.
Mate, you mentioned Springboks, and we've already touched on a few of your superstars at Toyota, and obviously Aaron Smith's there too. But what sort of havoc does one of the world's biggest humans and world's best rugby players and Peter Steph do at your club? Surely there's some terrified Japanese men every time he's out there.
Well, the biggest havoc he causes is he crushes your hand every time you shake it. It's got a mitt on him the size of a baseball glove. But Big Pete's not here at the moment. He hurt his shoulder in the November series, so he just went under the knife on Friday, actually. So he could be out for the whole season. So it's a bit disappointing, but wonderful, wonderful human being, Peter Steph Latoy, and he's a gentle giant off the field and such a competitor on it. So, a lot of time for him. Good man.
Yeah, hopefully he comes back for you. We should probably ask you around what you've made of the All Blacks over the last 12 months and where you think they are heading. First of all, what have you made of them under Scott Robertson since they've started playing?
Yeah, I just think they're all trying to find their feet, aren't they? Like the whole coaching staff and a lot of the backroom staff are all new and to international rugby, and it's been a long time since that many people have been new to the team. So it's different. It's totally different to where they've come from, and the rugby's different. The travel's different. Like Beaver would be able to back all of that up. Like it's just not the same thing. So they'll have done a lot of learning in the last 12 months and realised that some of the stuff that they were wanting to do might not be what's needed to be done, and then they'll have worked out that some of the stuff they want to do is good. So, it's the next 12 months is how we can really judge them.
So with a year under their belt and we look ahead to the next 12 months, do you expect them to be better, and in what areas would you like to see improvement?
Well, they'll need to be better because New Zealanders expect them to be. There's no All Black team that's allowed to go out and just have mediocre performances and not win. And they'll need to win more and they'll need to play better. But that's the pressure you have. It's a constant whenever you're with the All Blacks. So they'll now know that. They've experienced it, so they'll want to tidy up the back end of their games. Like it's been well recorded they didn't score a lot of points in those last 40. They'll be scratching their heads trying to work out why that's been and get the job done.
Alrighty, mate. Well, we're running out of time, so we better let you go. Thank you so much for jumping on the phone and being a part of the first Guy and Beaver and Guy on Sport Nation. We appreciate it. Go well. Talk soon.
Yeah, lovely to help you out, and don't forget to buy him a beer occasionally, Beav. Get the moths out of the wallet, son.
I'm waiting for yours.
Oh, mate, yours is about 10 times bigger than mine.
I'm waiting for my Toyota deal.
Yeah. Well, if you were still playing, you might get one, but
You don't want to see him the way he's been walking around the studio today, mate. You'd never be picking him. He's old. Good man. Thanks, Sir Steve. We appreciate it.